I swear if that thing turns off, I'm going to chuck it across the room.
Why do they call them a woodchuck if they cannot indeed chuck wood?
That's a really good question.
That's a question for a scientist.
Science question. You need a woodchuck biologist.
Oh.
Woodchuck biologist. What's the word for bird specialists?
Birdologist.
Yeah,
Avian.
that's correct.
Aviologist. Is it
Aviologist.
aviologist? That
I
sounds
think
cool.
that's an aeroplane person.
That'd be be a pilot. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna look it up just to know. Are we starting right now?
Yeah, but I want to know too.
Okay.
Do you have an Apple?
An Apple?
Yeah.
I have an iPhone. Yeah. What am I looking at? Bird expert. Bird expert called. There we go. Ornithologist.
Ornithologist.
Never would have guessed that.
That was somewhere. That was somewhere in my brain.
Ooh, what is another name for a bird watcher? It's a hard one.
I have no idea.
Birder.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's
That's
what
all?
it said.
Okay.
Just a birder.
That was a related search.
All right. Which one what are we doing today?
What we're doing, bourbons to buy for bourbon people on Christmas.
For Christmas, or as a gift in general.
Gifting bourbon people
Bourbons.
bourbon.
That's really catchy. I like that.
Gifting bourbon people. See, I can see the Peter Piper thing.
Can you say the whole thing?
I'm not sure what the whole thing is. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
A peck of pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick.
How many pecks of pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? Yeah. Thing, but I can't say that.
All right, Shad, it's a luck of the draw from you. Which one are you going with first?
I'll go with this first because
What is
need to
that?
have it. It's Buffalo Trace. Well, what is that? I can't tell.
I've
from
never
the back
heard of this
it.
one before. You haven't even opened this one yet.
No, because I'm starting to find it everywhere. So when I see it, I buy it.
I feel like
Soon
it
as
comes
it's-
out in waves. Do you feel like that? Like
Yeah.
I feel like it becomes really hard to find, and then it's available everywhere.
Yeah, it's like for 2 weeks you can find it everywhere, and then it's gone.
I bet it's like that because of Christmas. I bet they were like, we got to really pump this stuff out for Christmas because
Yep.
everybody's going to be buying these as gifts.
Especially after they watch our podcast.
Yeah, especially after they watch.
Oh, we shouldn't put this one in there because more people will buy it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you know, bourbon's meant to be shared, and we can
And
always find this.
That's a good one to share. Gift
It
that
is
to
a
somebody.
great one to share.
Even if they're snobby and they don't like cheap bourbons, they'll like that one.
'Cause
Probably.
it's just, it's got everything. Like it's somewhat complex. It's like sweet, but not overly sweet. And it's easy to drink.
I think it's candy in a bottle.
It tastes
I
like
love
expensive bourbon.
It does.
Yeah. It's a cheap bottle that was made. Wait, it's an expensive bottle that's made cheap.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's a cheap bottle made expensive.
No, it's
No,
not
no,
expensive.
They spend a lot making it, but sell it cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the
It's
MSRP
good.
on this?
It's like $25.
25
Yeah.
bucks. Most people can't find it for under like 40, but
Yeah. Yeah, $50, $60 some places.
it's still a great under $50
For
budget,
sure.
a budget bourbon to
Budget
buy.
bourbon.
But look how good it looks. Like this, I love that bottle.
It is
The green.
It is like
buffalo
a
on the
9
front.
out of 10 bottle.
And then
Yeah.
where it looks like the label was like torn.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And it's got the buffalo on it because it's Buffalo Trace. Even though buffaloes have nothing to do with Kentucky.
Yeah, why'd they call it Buffalo Trace? Should have done our research.
Yeah.
We
Just make something up, Shad.
Well, they call it that because the Buffalo guy that started Buffalo Trace lived in Montana
Paul Bunyan.
first.
His
And-
his name was Buffalo.
Yeah, it started as Buffalo's Blood,
Yes.
and it was not as good, so he made whiskey.
He gave up on the
That's bad.
dream of Buffalo blood bourbon and went to whiskey.
And boy, are we glad he did. All right, y'all ready for the second bottle?
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, we didn't talk about what we're sipping on right now. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Still setting it out. We'll
Yeah.
talk about it in a minute.
I mean, it's no surprise. It's been on every episode so far, so
It probably will be.
probably will be on every episode in the future until we do a non-turkey.
So what are you guys sipping on, actually?
Right now, I still have the Russell Single Barrel.
That's what I'm sipping on.
I'm babying it.
I'm
hot?
drinking the Bulleit.
It's a little hot.
The regular Bulleit. This is very peanut buttery.
Yeah,
Way more
it's
so than-
just straight peanut butter.
I'm going to have to try it.
It's very peanut buttery.
Have you not tried it yet? Well, you tried the 10-year.
I tried the 10 years delicious.
Amazing.
10-year is delicious.
Y'all didn't get to see, but I'm not even going to tell you about episode 2 that never aired.
We might try to
Yeah.
remake it.
R.I.P. episode 2.
Episode
The long lost episode 2. It's not really lost. I'm sure our friend still has it on his camera, but the audio would be even worse than last week's.
Yeah.
We can
Sad.
just put a song behind it and just do subtitles. What we think we're saying.
Somebody said just dub it.
Just
Yeah,
dub
we
it.
could do like a bad lip reading.
Yeah, of ourselves. Popsicle stick, like just
Everything Shad says, I think it tastes like popsicle sticks.
yeah.
Yeah. I like that idea.
I'll be down for that.
Can you hand me that?
No.
Well, I can't pour that
Why?
because it's one of our bourbons.
Pour it when it comes up.
You want me to pour it
Yeah,
off camera?
Well, I need something. I'm out.
We'll have our assistant.
I'll pour it off. Abel,
Here, will you hand me that Buffalo Trace? I'll drink Buffalo.
you want to have a buffalo?
Man, I wanted to get Buffalo Trace.
Man
but I
on a
didn't wanna-
Buffalo. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh
Man
my!
on a buffalo.
You've seen that? I showed
Oh,
that to
yeah.
you, didn't I?
Yeah. That's what Buffalo Trace feels like. Feels like you're riding a buffalo.
To plug our second episode, Wild Turkey 101 made it number 2 in our ranking of the Wild Turkey lineup.
It was like 2.5.
Oh yeah, because it was tied.
Russell's got up there.
Russell's was in between that and Kentucky Spirit, so it was
But if you're going to talk about a
technically
cheap
third.
gift for somebody, they'll be happy with Wild Turkey.
Yeah,
And you'll
absolutely.
be happy buying it. You don't have to look for that one at all.
23, so it's cheaper than this one, right?
Yeah.
Cheaper than this one.
Arguably better.
Cheaper
It's
than
hotter.
the Buffalo Trace.
It's
It's
definitely
definitely hotter.
it's definitely for someone who's drank bourbon. I feel like at least a little bit.
Yeah.
And you can start off on this, but you're less likely
Yeah.
to like this first over this.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's good bourbon though.
It is. We can talk about it all night.
Yeah, we've talked about it a lot, so we can kind of you can watch the other episodes if you want a more in depth talk about the 101.
I'll at some point do an entire essay on Wild Turkey 101. 2
A
hours.
And then
video
you'll
essay.
You'll read your essay.
Yeah, I'm just going to write it and read it. And
3
drink
page
the whole
minimum.
bottle. There you go. You ready for third bottle?
I'm ready.
All right, set that one over there.
This is what Rena is.
This is what
currently
I'm
drinking.
sipping on right now. It's very peanut buttery. I think this is in the same category as the 101. That I don't know that somebody who doesn't normally drink bourbon if they would like it, because it's
I
bold.
had this before I started drinking bourbon, and I did not realize how good it was. I just kind of shot it because it was a cheaper bourbon,
Well,
so
yeah,
I was just
that's-
like, bam.
Before you're into bourbon, that's what
Yeah.
you do with bourbon.
This is Bulleit, by the way, regular, just orange label.
And it was
Bulleit.
featured on Yellowstone in a recent episode that I watched.
It was.
She's behind a lot.
John
She's
Dutton.
behind by a lot.
John Dutton endorses Bulleit.
The new season, they're all about Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace and Weller.
I'm sure at some point they'll have a daggone Pappy in there. You just
I'll tell you what, if they don't have turkey, I'm riding.
they're not going to have turkey.
They need to have
obviously
turkey.
like buffalo. Got a deal.
Endorsed by Yellowstone.
Yellowstone has their own bourbon as well.
Wild
What?
Turkey was endorsed by God, and Buffalo Trace got Yellowstone. Who wins that? Come on now.
So make up your own minds.
Yeah. You choose.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty bold. I'll say that it's a bold bourbon.
Yes.
I'm not
Very-
super familiar with it actually. I want to.
Try
After
it.
this,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
after
definitely
that.
will.
That's a-
lots of peanut butter.
Shad pour in there.
On accident.
It's always shad pours.
It's always an accident as well.
Sorry.
It's got a lot of peanut butter on it.
Yeah.
Also the 10-year, really good,
Knock your socks off, boys.
and the
Yes.
foolproof also delicious.
How much did that cost?
30. I believe.
30, and to
I'm
be,
not 100%.
to be clear, we're doing under 50 and then over 50.
Yes. So these are all budget under 50
And we're
right
trying
now.
to keep it easy to find.
Easier to find. So I think as far as this goes, these two are very available. This one is hit or miss from what I've heard.
Yeah, Buffalo Traces.
I mean,
well,
it's hit or miss here. So
yeah, it depends on your area.
yeah.
In probably Arkansas, it's hard to find sometimes.
That was a pretty early bourbon that you bought, right?
The Buffalo?
And no, the Bulleit.
The Bulleit, yes.
Because I remember not really liking it at first, and it grew on me.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very early bourbon that I bought.
Yeah.
But also, on the note of Bulleit, this one is completely empty because I already drank it all. But it's the Bulleit Rye, which is also a great one to buy under 50.
Endorsed?
It's endorsed by
Endorsed by our rye guy.
Yeah.
Rye Guy. That's a shirt.
That's a
Rye
shirt.
Guy.
It's going to be his personal merch.
I am the Rye guy. This is amazing in old fashions. It's delicious straight.
So ryes are the way to go for an old fashioned, right?
Yes. The little bit of sweetness they have with the spice just really just
I think
kicks
it
off.
cuts through the sweetness, and it's nice.
I want to do a video of me that'll go on our channel while I'm doing different alcohols in an old fashioned and which one's the
Okay,
best.
he's gonna come home every night, and be like, "I'm trying this," and then
Yeah, or just do them all at once and get shad wasted.
that's the only way to do it.
Maybe we should do one where you put a mystery bourbon in it, and we try to guess which bourbon it is.
That would be kind of hard too because there's so many variables to an old fashioned.
Holy shit, that Russell's is good. Holy shit, that's how you get drunk fast. It's good.
It's just good, and you just drink. Also, you didn't actually call in. I called in the next day of work after last week's episode because I was gone.
Turkey bites hard.
I
Yeah.
worked. I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say I worked drunk, but what if one of my
yeah, no,
coworkers
didn't do
watches
that.
this? I'm a healthcare worker. They wouldn't like that very much.
You didn't work drunk. You just were very hungover.
Okay, I worked hungover.
Very hungover.
Yeah. You worked very hungover. And I also went to work very hungover and then left and then also called into my second job.
Yeah, 2 jobs couldn't. Did
Couldn't
you
make
work
it
the
to
first
either
one?
one.
You say?
I went in for about 3 hours of the 6 I was supposed to
That's
and
pretty
then
good.
went home because I
pretty
was
good.
like, I'm going to puke.
Yeah, I managed to make it, but you know. So how much is that Bulleit Rye?
It's, I believe, $2 more than the normal. I think it runs about, I've seen it at 32, I believe, but I think normal is about 35.
It's not bad.
No, not bad at all.
And I think the bottles look nice. It looks like a medicine bottle or something, like an old medicine bottle.
Yeah.
It does. We actually did the tour of this place, and it was kind of crazy. Like
I'd
how
love to
much
go
they
to that.
pump out.
If you guys go, I would go again.
I would
I would do the
100%
tasting
go
again.
again. The tasting. So we've only been to 2 of the distilleries, and this absolutely blew Woodford out of the water as far as tasting goes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole experience.
I think it's better than Woodford as a whole, right?
You like Bulleit?
Yeah, as a whole,
Yeah.
I would say that
would say
Bulleit's.
so.
I don't think they have the variety Woodford has yet because they're a
Yeah.
relatively new bourbon.
And didn't you say they was out of somewhere not here?
So originally they bottled at Four Roses.
Okay.
So and then in 2016 they built their own distillery in Shelbyville, Kentucky, and now they do all of theirs out of that.
Oh, I thought it was a completely different state or something.
No,
But I think the people that owns it are out of California, right?
yeah, they are
Oh,
from
maybe
California.
that's what I was.
Yeah, that's
thinking.
probably what you were
Yeah.
thinking.
I don't know anything. But yeah, Bulleit. Definitely
Bulleit's
buy that for somebody.
Buy
It's
it.
nice.
It's good, and it's also both of these are very available.
And notice how nice all them bottles look. I think that's part of it, right?
That is part of it, you know.
Think you when you
buying
know you-
somebody a good looking bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you open a gift, it's like, I may not like this, I don't know, but I got a nice bottle. Put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
There you go. You have to drink it to have the bottle.
Ooh, I didn't know we had this in there, honestly.
Yeah, this one is a another turkey product.
Buy the shit out of that, boys.
Yes.
Buy the
Yes.
shit
If
out
you
of
see
it.
it, it is harder to find because when I first got into bourbon, I could not find it.
I find that everywhere.
Well, the
Now-
fact that it's also in the under 50 category
Yes.
for as good as it is.
For as good as it's also a 10-year bourbon.
And it's what, $35,
Yeah,
38 maybe. I
$35.
don't. It's under 40.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
But it is a little bit hard to find because I know I was looking for any Russell Reserve on the shelf and could not find it for the first month and a half that I got into bourbon.
Easier or harder to find than Buffalo Trace, you think?
Just as hard.
Oh, I feel like it's easier.
Maybe right now it's easier, but I'm telling you, it was not as available. And I see it pop up on not other channels I follow, but other medias that I follow. People buy this and they're like, "Oh, I finally found one."
Really?
So
Okay.
it might be a lot harder to find in other states.
If you see it, buy someone else one as a gift and get one for yourself as a gift.
Yeah.
Because it's good.
Yeah, buy two.
Yeah.
3.
This
buy
would be-
these, they'll
Buy
let you
two
buy.
of any of these and buy one for whoever you're buying it for and one for yourself.
I think Russell's would talk somebody into being a bourbon lover.
I think so. I don't know if Jennifer would agree, but I think so because it's easy.
She would be the standard, I guess.
I disagree with that. I think this is for someone who is already a bourbon person.
Maybe.
Think so?
Because I didn't like Russell's at first.
But it's easier than Wild Turkey. You know, it's less proof, so it's easier, a little smoother.
I don't know. I think turkey
It's
is
sweeter.
easier. I think this is easier, and I think Bulleit's
Buffalo
easier.
Trace for sure is easier.
I mean, Buffalo Trace is
I don't know
probably
about
the
it.
smoothest one on this list.
I don't know about it being smoother than 101.
Well, man, I like all those too.
I don't
not
think
super
it's.
familiar
I don't
with
think
it,
it's
but
smoother than 101.
I think it's smoother than 101.
It's
But I
just
think it's
good.
because of the proof.
Yeah.
I think it's just, that just comes down to proof. It's like 10 proof
True.
less.
But I just remember not liking Russell's at first, and it's grown on me a lot. I like it now.
It's good.
It is
I'm
good.
glad.
Something in my glass.
All of these are good.
Buy that for somebody and let them have it sit on their shelf because they don't like it at first,
Yeah.
and then
They'll
5
be
months later,
persuaded.
they'll love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
They like it, they just don't know it yet.
Yeah. Just tell them to just stick with it and really focus on the taste. What kind of taste did we say we get off the Russells?
We said a lot of
anybody have
peanut stuff,
Yeah.
right? We said peanut shell, peanut butter.
We're gonna
brittle.
say peanut and everything. Popsicle sticks, I think, was thrown out there.
Yeah,
Let me
it was
check,
popsicle sticks.
Yeah,
Let me
we
check
said
my
popsicle
notes.
sticks.
Yep, popsicle sticks in there.
All those up here taste like popsicle sticks. So, I mean, if you like,
This doesn't.
yeah, that's a sweet popsicle stick. There's a spicy popsicle stick.
There are different popsicle sticks.
You're all right. You're all right.
I
Okay.
think that Russell's in the lineup is the most complex flavor wise.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
I agree.
also a 10-year. It's also the oldest. It's definitely the most complex.
So I kind of want to bring the next bottle out while we're still on Russell,
Go for it.
our tweener.
Yeah. So this one is like
We're blowing through these.
Yeah.
we are kind of blowing through these,
Yeah.
but that's okay. I mean, if it's a shorter episode, that's fine.
It's faster when you're not drinking all of them, right?
When you're not pouring every single one and getting drunk off them.
But man, what a night that would be so far. If you didn't drink all the Bulleit
Hey
Rye.
guys, I'm game. If we finish this in under our time, I'll pull a bottle that I haven't opened off the shelf and we'll pop it open
In the second half,
in the second half of the podcast.
It's gonna pop open the
can we
bottle.
cut? I have to pee.
Well, did you guys replace me?
Yeah, put headphones on her.
All right, Shadow.
Meow 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 meow
Meow,
meow meow meow.
And what do you think about the Russell's 10-year?
meow.
She didn't like it. This says "Drink Smart" at the bottom of it. I just noticed that.
What?
This
No, it does not.
Knob Creek glass says
Let me
"Drink
see.
Smart."
You see it after you're done drinking.
Yeah, when you've reached the bottom of the glass.
I've
Drink
literally
smart.
had that for probably 9 years and I've never noticed that.
Drink smart.
Better late than never, Knob Creek says.
All right, where are we at?
We're at the tweener bottle.
Yeah, we're at the
Oh,
tweener bottle.
All right.
Because you want to tell them about what we did last week with these two bottles?
Yeah, we'll put it on the Patreon at some point when
Okay.
we have a
Yeah,
Patreon.
we
Okay.
have one. I made one
Oh,
yesterday.
okay.
Okay. This is the tweener bottle because it should be under 50, but rarely will you find it under $50.
Yeah, anywhere.
So it could go. It's good in either price range, honestly.
I'll say this. From the distillery, this is $40.
Yep.
So it should be $40.
It should be
Has it gone up to
$40.
45 yet?
Yes. No, it hasn't. Not yet.
Was it 35 and now it's 40?
Yeah.
Okay,
It was
okay.
35. Now it's 40 as of, I think, last month. But this, for me, beats the Russells. This is by far, if you can find it at close to MSRP, in my opinion, the best gift to get.
But if you get that for $60, you think you're overpaying for Eagle Rare at $60?
I don't.
I don't think you are. I think it's worth it.
That's why it's the tweener bottle, because
Yeah.
I would pay, if I saw that sitting on the shelf.
Hot mop.
But do you think it's worth it because that's what you have to pay for it?
No, I think it's worth that
Okay.
because it's a really good tenure.
It's a good question because compared to Russell's, which is the other 10-year bourbon that we have right here, I don't know. Would I pay $60 for the Russell? I love it, but I don't know if I'd pay. I don't know. I don't know. It's worth it. It's really worth it because of the bottle on the Eagle Rare. I think that's what sets it apart
It looks
as a
like
gift.
it's literally made to be a gift.
It is.
Yeah, as a gift, I think.
I mean, it's
hard to beat
got
that
an
bottle.
eagle on it. You can't get much more American than that.
Also, the eagle is like etched into the glass.
Yes.
It's not
It's
a
beautiful.
sticker.
It's not a
It's-
sticker, and the sticker on the back is black, so it just really
Yes.
makes the eagle pop.
Yeah, it's like the whole bottle looks black because that sticker, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
We just had a moment.
What'd
We
you
both
do?
said pop at the same time.
Oh,
Can you give us a second?
Give us.
I'll
the
be
ring.
back.
Anyways, yes, it's beautiful.
Yes, if you see this for $60 or under, get it
Yeah.
for somebody as a gift. Whether they're new into bourbon or they've been drinking bourbon for 50 years,
And it has
this
the
is an
Declaration of
absolutely.
Independence on the back of it, so
Does it really?
no.
Oh, I was like,
I was
shit.
getting ready to be like, what?
That'd be
If
hilarious.
you find that for $80, buy it, boys.
That'd be funny.
It's worth it just to have a copy of the Declaration.
I often don't read bottles.
I've got 3 bottles of this on my shelf.
You should.
You should read this one right now.
Oh God, that's a whole paragraph,
Do you,
boys.
who knows how to read?
I don't know how to read, bro.
I can track a deer, but I can't read.
Yeah, I can track a deer 400 yards and drop it at 2, but I
You
can't.
guys sound like you're from Yellowstone.
Well, I'll just say if a certain somebody watches this episode, he'll know what's going on.
Read scat, not books.
Anyways.
Anyways,
So we'll go with this one.
All right.
I don't know
Old Forrester.
I know I've tried this,
1910.
but I do not remember.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have
we
I?
did try
Haven't
this.
I?
Try you some more of it there, bud.
Okay, yeah, I think I might.
You want me to pour it for you?
Sure.
So
Oh, wait.
that's one of my favorite bourbons, actually.
Wait. Oh, not as good. How much of a pour do you want?
That sounded.
I'm side handing this, so.
That's good. Thank you.
That is a treat that's tough to beat. The Old Forrester 1910, boys.
Old Forrester 1910, 93 proof. It is a brown Foreman product, which is the same as Woodford.
So far, all the Old Foresters I've tried have been awesome. Awesome. I've tried 2. They've
So-
been awesome though.
So at this point, this is the between bottle. So we're now over 50.
Y'all for sure. I think it's
Yeah.
like $55.
Yeah,
I want to say.
55 or 60.
Yeah.
I believe.
And that's worth every penny, and that's a lot easier to find than Eagle Rare, Buffalo Trace. And I think that bottle is very classic.
It smells like cherries.
That is one of the sweetest bottles I've had.
So this is the one that we tried that was supposed to rival your number 1.
Double oak.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought that was the 1920.
No, that's
No.
the Prohibition one. That's the one that we
1920s.
tried. At first, it didn't like.
And it is a double oak bourbon. I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That good, huh?
She's low proof. She's sweet.
It's cherries at first, and then it's fireplace next.
Fireplace.
It's a little hotter, I believe, than the double oak.
You know.
I think
It's
so.
caramelly, too. Very caramelly.
Caramel.
I think it has more proof than the double oak. I think.
We'll have to look at it.
It's
Yeah,
93
doesn't-
we'll find that out later.
I don't. Did you say you think it's hotter than the double oak?
Yes, I believe it is. I believe it's got a hotter taste than the double oak.
I think I said in episode 1 it tastes like pancakes and syrup, and I stand by that. That sucker's sweet.
Tastes like maple syrup. I can see how it rivals Double Oak, especially like the second half of the flavor. It's very cherry forward to me at first, and the second half is caramel syrup, maple syrup. Yeah, it's good.
It is a good one. It's also really good in old fashioned.
It's not. Yeah, for as sweet as it actually is really good in an old fashioned.
Yeah.
Which I know he's talking about ryes are really good in an old fashioned, but that's a dessert old fashioned.
Yeah. So you guys think this would be good to buy for somebody new into bourbon?
Yes.
So if you're gonna spend the
so.
extra money, you see it on the shelf, you're wanting to get your special someone something a little bit more expensive.
I mean,
Go for this.
All of us started with something like double oaked.
Yeah.
I mean, with double oaked, and that's like double oaked. The bottle's nice.
Yeah. My first one was an absolute dud. I'm surprised I didn't get out of bourbon.
Yeah. Stick with big people. The big people that make bourbon when you first start.
Yeah. I think that's a whole nother episode where we can do
for sure.
start like bourbons to start your collection.
And Brown Foreman's huge.
Brown Foreman is very close second for me to Wild Turkey. It's a very close second.
Do you like your pancakes with the like edges burnt or crispy?
Oh yeah.
That's what it tastes like
a
to
well
me,
done pancake.
is like the burnt crispy edge of a pancake with syrup.
I like mine like really barely done.
He likes eating the batter.
Waffles or pancakes?
Actually, pancakes I would rather have well done.
No, I mean, would you rather what do you like better?
Oh, pancakes.
Over waffles?
Yes.
What do you think?
Unless it's chicken
I
and
like
waffles.
putting whipped cream on my waffles, so
Instead of syrup?
no, whipped cream and syrup.
Oh, I eat them the same way, butter
sweet.
and syrup.
Yeah, I do butter and syrup.
I think waffles hold up better.
So is that a Philippine thing?
Whipped cream?
Yeah.
I might just be a
Do
Brent
y'all
Spears thing.
churn-
My dad. Do we churn our butter?
No, do you churn?
They
do you
churn
churn
their
whipped
own
cream?
Whipped cream,
Yeah.
homemade.
I've done it here.
Yeah.
I've churned our own whipped cream
Manually.
here. Yeah, by hand.
I can't wait till we do a
Boy,
dessert
were my
episode.
arms tired.
Gonna do this? Oh, you gonna do a bacon in there?
Oh man, we
Bacon
we
episode?
should. I think she should do like a video on our channel that's separate, and it's just like baking with bourbon.
Baking with bourbon.
That is a good name.
That's probably a better channel than what we do. Honestly,
and you can
But that
try
can be the
random
same thing.
things with bourbon in it. See if it's good.
I like that
I
idea.
mean random things like
I don't know.
a bourbon cheeseburger.
Actually,
That's two good things.
I mean, that's two really good things.
you could do like a
Bourbon pineapple.
I don't know
pineapple
about putting
upside down
bourbon
cake.
in the meat because you might not even be able to taste it, but like bourbon cheese on a burger or something.
Ooh, instead of beer cheese, you
where this
make
is going.
bourbon cheese? Mm-hmm. What kind of bourbon would you use for a cheese?
I feel like
Buffalo Trace cheese.
I would probably do something spicy to sort of mimic
rye.
beer cheese. Yeah, maybe a rye.
Oh, so you want to do a rye cheese?
Rye cheese.
Doesn't sound as cool, but it's probably better tasting. Sure.
Yeah, sure. It's got bourbon in it. It's got to
Rye-
be better,
rye
right?
cheese.
Bourbon is a food enhancer.
You just sprinkle it over anything you say and level! You got yourself a spicy sentence sandwich.
Bourbon is food enhancers. That's the quote of the night. That's
Heck
awesome.
yeah. Food enhancers.
Okay, so yeah, I'll grab the next bottle here.
Yeah, I'd go with that. No, I'd go with the other one first.
You go with the other one.
I would go with
Okay.
the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
yeah,
going
yeah.
with the other one because I'm confused.
Yeah, so
Double oak.
this is also a store pick, but just regular double oak.
And what?
Look at
how
that
much is-
chode.
Yeah, that I honestly am not in love with the bottle. With the shape of it, I think it looks nice with the label. It's the shape of it.
I kind of like how different
Short,
it is.
a short boy.
It's very
What
different.
do you have against short things?
I just
Shad?
I'm just look at all the other bottles and then you
Yeah.
get to that one. It's just like,
Okay.
what's the things from Mario? The little brown things you step on.
Goombas.
Goomba. That's
Looks
a
like
Goomba.
a Goomba.
That's a
It's a
Goomba.
Goomba
Kinda
bottle.
does, beside
Now,
these.
now I'm not going to be able to not look at it and see a Goomba.
Buy someone a Goomba bottle for Christmas. that is an amazing bourbon though,
It
especially
is.
for a beginner.
Oh, is what's the proof on it? This is 93.
90. It's 90 point something.
Oh, so it is hotter.
It is
1910 is hotter.
Good call.
Also a Brown Foreman product. These two taste very similar to me.
They
Very
are
similar.
Very similar.
I think you get more of the punch at the beginning of Double Oak and more sweet at the end, where I feel like with the 1910, it's more sweet at the beginning and more hot and Kentucky hug at the end. For me.
Yeah, okay. That's what, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Also,
I think it's not as sweet as Double Oaked. I think that's why I like it.
yeah, maybe.
Because it is really sweet, but not as sweet.
I know I've said this with like 3 of the bourbons on this list, but that in old fashioned, you can use half as much sugar. Like you could use half a sugar cube, and it tastes
'cause the bourbon's so
amazing.
sweet.
The bourbon will carry it.
Yeah, the bourbon carries it 100%.
Now, I think you could just straight up pour that on a lot of desserts, and it'd be good.
Yeah.
She made
Talking about bacon.
in that banana bourbon cream pie. That's what she used for the filling.
Oh, it was
Was
awesome,
the
I
double
bet.
oak. It was amazing. Amazing. It was. I can't wait till she makes me another one. I ate the entire thing.
Just in one sitting, you just ate the
No,
whole pie?
no.
It felt wrong.
4 different sittings.
It definitely felt wrong to use such an expensive bottle.
Right.
Especially a store pick.
I actually went into his office and I was like,
You used a store pick and
"Can I
everything.
use
That's
this?"
fun.
And I was like, absolutely, you can use that. I've been needing to buy another regular bottle because I feel bad drinking the store pick bottle. So I need
no
to
doubt.
buy another bottle to just drink. But we went through, that was the first bottle that we bought that on our Woodford tour, and it was gone in like 3 weeks. It was the first bourbon I finished,
It's amazing. That does not surprise me at all.
and it is so good.
If you buy that for somebody that, again, is a snob, they're going to be super happy with that bourbon.
yeah.
That might be their just breakfast. That's a breakfast bourbon. As
Yeah,
they call
it's
it.
also a breakfast bourbon.
So that just might be their breakfast.
And I don't know if I said the price of it, but I think it's like $59.99, I believe.
Good
It's
price.
right at 60, I think.
Yeah, I think it's right at 60. I would not pay over for that because that is easy to find. It's on the
for
shelf
sure.
everywhere.
Yeah. And then them two right there, back to back, cannot beat those 2 bottles, I don't think.
How is Old Forrester to find? Can you find that easily?
1910 is a little bit harder.
Yeah, it took you a couple weeks. I remember you were like, I want one.
There's one place that has it everywhere.
Yeah.
They just got tons of it. But
Only one place.
I have definitely seen it on the shelf more than I actually saw this at the beginning. I saw that more.
you definitely, the 1910 is easier to find than the Buffalo Trace a lot of times.
Yeah. Well, Buffalo Trace is just.
I actually went to a liquor store today, and I was trying to look and see what was behind the counter. She's like, if it's something Buffalo Trace, I don't have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buffalo Trace has blown up because of a certain someone, which I will not say his name. But
Lenny Kravitz?
yeah, Lenny Kravitz.
What did he do?
He talked about how good Buffalo Trace was, and now everybody buys it.
The son of a bitch.
Is he the guy that was in?
Hunger Games.
Okay.
Lenny Kravitz was in Hunger
He's
Games?
also a musician,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I thought
remember
he
he
sung
had the-
American Woman.
I don't know.
probably
He might
did.
be in that too.
Not the song American Woman.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
that's him.
That was pretty
Yeah.
good.
Was that a good
Yeah, that
Lenny
was really
Kravitz?
good.
If I did any more, it wouldn't sound like Lenny Kravitz.
I kind of want to try just a teensy bit to compare it to the 1910.
You got to.
Go for it. You're really down them.
Ooh,
I'm
I
still
wanna-
on, Buffalo here.
I want to hear her say which one's better, or her opinion.
I wish I could remember trying this. What? Oh yeah.
Oh, the first time? Did we get...
Better bottle opening.
That's what you judge them on, the sound.
Easy. I made her nervous.
You induced a larger pour.
You induced a shad pour.
I induced a shad pour. I'm actually going to drink some of this 1910.
I started smelling the mic.
Well, that's
Like when Shad tried to drink out of his mic.
Yeah, that was earlier. We hadn't even started.
Not
drinking
even
that.
drunk. I tried to grab my mic and drink it.
Can I
Did not work.
take a whiff of yours?
Yeah, go ahead. You
try
can take a
again.
whiff of whatever I got, bub.
What's his is hers.
I
Whiffs
think
and
that- Okay,
Whiffs and
just
all.
off the nose, I think Double Oak smells a teensy bit better.
Here, let me get a whiff.
Getting bonus content here, boys.
That is that is so good. Yeah, hands down for me, Woodford wins that nose. You want to nose our bottles?
Woodford wins on the nose. You want to nose him?
Yeah, let me nose them.
Yep, nose them. Get in here, bub.
And this, which one's which? That's double oak.
That's that's the double oak. That's your 1910.
Dude.
No.
Yeah, but
Oh, no. Okay, Woodford smells better.
Woodford
It
definitely
smells
smells
All right, wins
better.
on the nose. Laundry's done.
Laundry's
Time
done.
is up. Nah, but they both smell so good.
They both do smell good, but this literally smells like I just poured syrup onto my pancakes.
It's a candy. It's some kind of candy. It's like a Milky Way or something. It's
like
candy
a
ball.
bourbon ball.
I'm sorry.
It's a bourbon bowl.
It's still double oaked for me.
Double oaked.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's so good.
I actually had a good friend ask me what would be a good bottle to get. Again, I told him double oaked. Did not like it.
He didn't like it?
Did not like it.
Was that somebody
What was
at work?
his reason?
Yes. Just didn't like it. He said it was a punch up front, warm finish. Didn't like it.
Yeah, I
doesn't
don't
like
think he's a bourbon person. He just straight up said he didn't like it. Although he
he-
did say, if it's the same person, he did say he didn't mind this.
I'm not sure if it is the same person. Give me a letter.
B and W,
No. I'm talking about an MC.
an MC.
MC. You know who you are, MC. But he did drink it out of the freezer.
Oh,
He took
Starfish.
the bottle, put it in the freezer. Yes,
Starfish?
yes.
Okay.
Put it in the freezer.
Patrick?
Patrick
Yeah.
Star.
Patrick, get your shit together, bud. And yeah, freezing cold out of the freezer took
Why?
Took a sip.
Why did you put it in the freezer?
I think he drinks other liquors.
Did you think it was Jaeger?
Jaeger.
I bet he does drink Jaeger. But yeah, I think
mean,
he
I
just
drink-
treated it like something. I don't know. I told him, I was like, you need to drink it room temperature.
You try them one after the other. See which one you like better.
One after another. All right. Sure.
Well, did you just cleanse your palate
I
with
did.
water? Okay, yeah. Now's the time.
Yeah. Now's the time.
But in short, I think MC did it wrong.
It literally smells like I spilled maple syrup on my hand in the minute.
But the thing to me
It's
though
nice.
about the double oaked is I love that fireplace burning
Right.
wood flavor in bourbon, and this retains that to me.
Yeah.
It's still smoky and woody, even though it's sweet.
And is it not probably
Yes.
the sweetest bourbon like ever?
I've
period?
ever had. The
Probably.
sweetest, absolutely.
But it still tastes like bourbon. Like it's not like
I
it
don't know how
doesn't
they
taste
do
like
it.
bourbon.
I don't know how they do it.
If you have any type of collection, this should definitely be in it.
I think they're lying.
Buy
I think they're
this.
finishing that in a maple barrel.
Maybe in the maple barrel. You think
ma-
they coated it with maple syrup?
Does maple go in barrels?
A maple is a tree.
Do they? What kind of wood do they use though?
Oh.
Because that might have something to do with it.
Yeah. What if it's not another oak barrel? What if it's a maple barrel on the second?
That'd be crazy.
Them bastards
So-
might be up to something.
Them bastards at Brown Foreman.
Maybe we just cracked the code. All right. So what do you think? One after the other.
Woodford, 100%, 150,000%.
You know,
Woodford.
Chad, you want to retry one after the other?
maybe in a minute.
Okay.
Maybe because I kind of want to hold on to my 1910s better statement.
Okay.
But
just knows.
to be fair, you also got a store pick. of
Wait.
double oak.
That's true.
It is a store pick, but also, when was the last time you had Woodford? Is it after you drank that first bottle?
Buddy, it's been a minute actually.
Yeah. I think
I've
you
been-
got that initial first bottle and you came into work and were
know
like,
what?
Bub, I love bourbon.
You know what? Damn it. Give me some. Just give me a spit of that double oak.
I gave you a little spit of it, Bub.
It's a store pick. I don't want to drink all this good bourbon.
We have wanted to compare and see if the store pick is.
Yeah,
That
you
much
have
better
to because
than-
I hear the store picks for double oaked are like they vary
really
a lot.
good. Yeah, they do vary, I've heard. So maybe this is just a store pick, but also I do love Woodford Double Oak.
Yeah, it's amazing. God bless though. That smells.
That smell is amazing.
It's like chocolate, maple, and caramel in one. It's a
Woodford,
cake,
if Woodford's listening to this, find a way to make that into a candle.
dude, for real.
I would buy that candle for every room in my house and every room in my family's house.
Dude, That smell is amazing.
Dude, I have a feeling that
I may
it's
not
about
even
to
drink
change
it.
your opinion
I'm
on
just gonna
this.
keep it here and
Just
smell it.
smell it.
Yeah, that's good. That's damn good.
It's better than the 1910. It's
A lot
okay.
smoother than the 1910. I'll
Yeah,
tell you that.
it is smoother. It's just so good.
But is it too smooth?
There's no such thing.
I think
I
because
mean,
it tastes.
if you enjoy pain,
Do
then
you see what I mean though about like there's still like a wood quality to it?
Yeah, there definitely is.
Because I feel like sometimes with bourbon you get one or the other. You get the rough or you get sweet,
Yeah.
and this is both.
you know what?
I don't know what kind of wood, a heavier wood than a popsicle stick. So maybe a whole plank of wood.
A whole 2x4.
2x4.
I would compare this to like like a different type of candy. Like this is a not sweet, but maybe like a little
that
bit
dark
hot.
chocolate to milk chocolate kind of situation.
Yes, milk chocolate.
No,
Right.
what? I think double oaked is dark chocolate.
Is dark chocolate supposed to be sweeter?
I just
No,
meant
it's-
as far as sweetness,
No, because I think
'Cause
this
I
is
don't-
more bitter. I think this is definitely dark chocolate.
which I will make an argument double oak does taste like a candy bar.
Yeah.
A daggone.
I think that this
stinking
is
candy
like
bar.
a Hershey's milk chocolate bar, and this is like a dark chocolate bar. Because I think this is a little bit more bitter, and this is just all sweetness all the way through.
Suddenly the chocolate analogy isn't making sense to me. The reason I would
Turns
think
tabled.
that this is...
I know why it is, because you like dark chocolate more.
Well, not just that, but because it's also woody. So, and dark chocolate has that like...
Yeah,
it's a
I
little
get that.
rougher.
Okay, yeah,
it's
I know what you
rougher
mean.
than milk chocolate.
All right, we need to find another analogy then.
We was talking not as far as just taste, just as far as one is way sweeter than the other.
Okay. Sweetness.
Yes,
Yeah,
as far
just
as
sweetness
sweetness
levels.
goes, this is like...
Taste dark
more of a
chocolate is
bitter.
actually good on
Yeah.
a double oaked. I think that's
Yeah.
a good comparison.
Actually, we did.
Taste-wise.
So when we did double oak at the tasting, right? And they gave us a bourbon ball, and they were like, "Okay, drink the double oak, and then take a bite of your bourbon ball." And it was like, oh,
It's like you was eating and drinking the same damn thing.
it was so good. Also, I get pecans off the double oak.
Pecans, he says.
Yeah, the pecans.
Pecans.
Sweet nuts.
I mean, maybe like a pecan
Maybe
pie.
roasted. Yeah. Yeah.
The whole damn thing. It's just desserts.
Yeah, pecan pie.
I'm not going to say anything but a really good dessert. on
If you
that.
can't tell, we like double oak.
Yep. We really like 1910 double oak. I think we've talked about them longer than we've talked about all of these. So let's
Okay,
in that
so we'll go to the
Alright,
we'll
next
go
one.
to the next one here. This bottle, Jefferson's Ocean Aged at Sea, Voyage 24. I believe there's also a Voyage 23.
The first
Harder to
ever
find.
bourbon made for and by pirates. So
It was aged at sea. So
we don't know which sea. Does it say?
the proof is 90 proof.
Which-
It's obviously a Jefferson's.
Which sea was it aged in?
Doesn't say.
Let's say the Atlantic.
Which sea was Jack Sparrow in?
Pacific.
No,
No, I'm kidding.
it was Atlantic.
I don't
He's
know
in the
my oceans. I'm taking
I was
all
just
these
making
as
that up,
like,
too.
Do
okay.
you know where the Caribbean is?
I do not.
Can you point the
Is it Jamaica?
Caribbean?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
down in that area.
I don't know which ocean's which. Okay, I'm stupid.
Okay,
Whatever.
hold on, wait. I'll show you right here. All right, so why is it? Oh, it's backwards because that's the front of the bottle.
So,
So
on the
this
back
is
of this
America.
bottle, it
All right,
has
this-
all the
All right, this is America right here, right?
it's got all the
Down here in
land
these
on it.
islands right here. That's the Caribbean.
Whoa,
right here.
wait, hold up.
Now
America
over
should be
here,
on the left.
these are the Philippines over here.
America should be over here.
2 hours later.
This is the Atlantic, and in between us and Europe is the Atlantic.
Shad's like,
So they
I didn't know
probably
this
did
was
it.
turned into a history or
They probably
geography.
did it in the one that was closer to us. So which one
Probably
do you say
the
that
Atlantic.
was?
I'd say the Atlantic.
The Atlantic Ocean, more than likely,
It's probably the Great Ocean of Kentucky.
which is
probably
where pirates
neither.
were.
They probably just say that it was aged at sea for marketing.
What? How dare you say that a bourbon company lies about where they do this at?
I have seen videos
see.
actually
Of them lying?
of people on boats.
Oh, there's a picture of a boat on it, so they can't be
Yes,
lying.
so-
they can't be
I
lying.
mean, obviously. Also, My new number one recently is now a Jefferson's product. So I'm not going to say what it is because we might try it on the podcast today or at a later date.
Stay tuned.
Do you think that product was in the ocean as well?
No,
The
it
other
wasn't.
one?
It,
No?
it wasn't. It doesn't say age to sea.
Oh, so not all Jeffersons was in the ocean. I thought
No.
they were.
Actually, give me that bottle.
I like how the
No,
neck.
I'm not. I'm going to wait till the next bottle.
I like how the choker on it looks like a sunset at sea.
Yeah.
Fancy.
So we should probably talk about the bottle a little bit. It is an over 50 bottle. It is MSRP $69.99, I believe, or is it $79?
I think it's 69.
Yeah, it is.
$69.99.
69. It's up there.
No, it's actually $69.69.
It was one of the first 3 bottles ever recommended to me.
Fuck at 30 cents.
So when I finally got my hands on it, it is a little bit harder to find. But more recently, I feel like it is Christmas. The more and more I say this, because everything's kind of gotten easier to find.
So they're just rolling more stuff out.
Rolling more
probably,
stuff out for Christmas. But that bottle did not like it at first. But once I kind of got further into the bourbon world, I tried it again and I love it.
Oh, nice.
It's sweet, but not too sweet. And definitely a good present for somebody.
Now, I'm going to have to do a live tasting of this because I do not remember that one at all. I was smammered when I
Wait,
tried
right
that.
now? He's still got 2.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
he
it's,
can't right now.
no, this one's done. This is double up.
Okay.
Oh, he's
Oh, there he goes.
There he goes.
But we got this for a good friend, and it is a cool gift because pirates aged this in the ocean.
Dang pirates.
That's daggone cool.
Yeah.
Also, that same person might be a future guest, so I look
Yes,
forward
yeah.
to that.
We want Arnie on here for sure.
That would be a lot of fun.
For sure.
But yes, also another great bottle to get somebody as a present.
That's so good. That's good.
Actually, I kind of like how we did this too. We didn't do this on purpose, but it also went from cheapest to most expensive on both sides.
I've been trying to grab in order.
Nice.
On the
Yeah, good
expensive
job.
ones,
Nice.
not on this side, not so much.
This was though, because it's
Well, this one's
oh
cheaper
no, yeah,
than
you're
that.
right. You're 23, 25, 30, 35,
I want to switch. I'm not going
35.
to. We live with our mistakes here.
Yeah, we'll just live with them.
All right, so here is the most expensive
The most
bottle.
expensive bottle, and honestly, the only reason that I mean, it is a great gift. A little bit harder to find, but it was the only, I think, over $100 bottle that I own.
Well, I
MSRP.
I see this all the time.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think as many people buy it because of the price.
Yeah, that is true.
Or I think that's part of it because I recommend this bottle all day, and any of us here would love to have this as a gift.
My number one, the Blue Run Golden Rye. Delicious. I'm
You
gonna
know,
get me some
Usually I like my bourbons, but that was the first rye that I had.
that he actually liked.
Blew my mind. It was good. You brought it out to my garage after work,
And I tried your EH
and
Taylor.
I was like, I don't know, man. It's a rye. I don't think it's gonna be any good. Fucker's good.
It is.
It's real good.
It's my most drank Blue Run up there on the shelf.
And he would rather stare at them than drink them sometimes.
I mean, look at this bottle. This is the sexiest bottle on the table except for the Eagle Rare. For sure.
You ever catch him just in here staring at them bottles, just
Yeah.
rubbing the butterflies?
Will you
Yeah.
put that down at the end for me?
'Cause I want to drink it.
Oh, wait. You
No,
want some?
I'm good. I got two going here.
95 proof. The second rye on the table.
Oh, we got the Bulleit Rye. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
The
so
Bulleit Rye and
Bulleit
the
Rye is the empty one. I'm the rye guy, so I had to have at least 2 ryes out of all these.
If your loved one is also a fan of collecting things, like
Yes.
this one is, this could be the start of something good. Because then the next year you could get them another
Yep.
Blue Run with a different butterfly.
Start
And-
at something good, or you might be
Broke.
starting a hell for them.
Yeah.
It's
An unhealthy addiction.
They have right now. We're in the midst of the 12 days
Misc?
of Blue Run mist.
Oh, midst.
In the mist. In the mix.
Misty,
Yeah.
It's in the mix.
mixy,
I'm confused.
Musty.
Either way,
saying words.
they're having the 12 days of Christmas for Blue Run, and they're releasing a new bottle every single day for 12 days, and they're all $179.
Are they gonna have a fig bourbon?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know what fig is. Was fig in the song?
What song?
Sing it.
In the first day of Christmas, is no fig in there?
All I know is I like Fig Newtons.
I don't know any Christmas songs.
You don't know Christmas?
You don't
Well, I don't-
celebrate Christmas.
We didn't celebrate Christmas growing up, so I don't know.
Oh, what do you
the
celebrate?
12. Hanukkah? No, not really either. He would have bought that. I should have just
Yeah,
went
you
with
should
it.
have. You know, Hanukkah and the Korean Santa
Do you know
Claus.
that the Philippines celebrates Hanukkah?
Oh,
That's
man.
not true. It's not true.
Some do, probably.
Probably not.
You can't say. It's a
I
whole
mean,
country.
maybe one
It's
or
a
two
whole
do.
Country.
I don't want to speak for them.
Yeah, don't speak for my country.
You're right.
I won't do it. No, sir.
But so MSRP on that's $119.
Is it 119 MSRP?
$119
It's not
MSRP.
99.
No.
Oh,
No, on
boy.
their you can find that on their website as well. If you go to the Blue Run website, they have it in stock. You can buy it from there.
That's a big plus.
Yeah,
right?
that is
Buy it
something
online.
that Blue Run does that a lot of these companies don't. You can buy all of their products on their website.
So I actually read something that was talking about Blue Run doing all their new releases like online only, and they was like, "That's a gamble. I don't know if it's going to work for them." I think it's
What
working
do you
for them
I think
mean?
it's-
They're
they're
selling
doing-
out
in like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
they sell
literally-
out all their bourbon.
every single one of these single barrels they've done, or like the limited ones where it's only like
And I
5 barrels that they're doing it.
think
They've
this was,
sold out like that.
a pre-flight series article that was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
after
don't
the
know
after
about
the
Blue
flight
Run.
series, and I tried to get one. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, it was at 3 p.m. You know, you'd have to get up and try to order, and it's people with bots, I guess.
You have to get up at 3 p.m.
I had it in my cart because we were both trying to get it.
Yeah, both of us.
I had
were.
it in my cart, and by the time I put my credit card information in, it was sold out.
How does that? I think if you get
It
it
was
in
like
your
3:01
cart, it should
p.m.
be done.
That's what I told
Yep,
him.
that's how it should be.
That's what I told
but
him.
Fix
As soon
it.
as you
It's
put
not
it
how
in
it
your
worked.
cart, it should pull from their inventory, and it's accounted for.
Yeah.
But
Also, the newest Blue Run I got up here, the Emerald, was bottled on my birthday. I haven't opened it.
It was
yet.
made for him.
It was literally
Specifically?
made specifically for me.
Any Blue Run will work. First off, any Blue Run you find will be a great gift.
yeah, that's a good point. I don't know that I would be picky
No, yeah.
about this one
If
specifically.
you're like,
Yeah.
oh, they don't have Golden Rye, they got.
They have Reflection,
Reflection.
1 and Reflection. Is Reflection 2 out yet?
I don't
No,
know. I haven't
Reflection
seen it.
1.
I've only seen one.
So they have Reflection 1, Golden Rye, the High Rye, and that's about it you can really find on the shelves.
Can you not find a holiday every now and then, or is that the?
I would say not. It was
No,
it was
probably
an online only release.
I do see the High Rye, Golden Rye, and Reflection pretty frequently.
Yeah, and again, when I first started out, I could not find that on a shelf.
Really?
And when I saw it on the shelf, I instantly bought it. And it was just that was my first one was the Golden Rye.
Honestly, now that I've bought that Russell, next time I see that, I'll probably buy it.
The Golden.
Yeah, the Golden. I'm not big on ryes, but holy shit, is that good?
It's a really good
It
rye.
is a beautiful bottle too.
I told
They're
you,
so
it's a
nice.
Very
I'm a
pretty
fan of
bottle.
bottles that don't have stickers.
And it's also got it's like levitating a little bit because the bottle's raised up.
Yeah.
And the only other one that does that, well, I guess the 1910 does it a little bit, but the Eagle Rare does it as well.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So, not only would that be a good gift, also it's a pretty bottle.
It,
So
it
it
is a very
looks
pretty bottle.
very good on the shelf.
Highly recommend. I don't know if. No, yeah, highly recommend.
No, what are
Highly
you gonna
recommend.
say? Just say it.
Oh, I almost said 10 out of 10. Just
Oh.
selling it. But no, it's not a 10 out of 10.
wouldn't
It's
say
really good,
I'm
though.
not handing out a 10 until I have something that absolutely blows my mind.
Well,
it's a
you know,
9 for me.
Yeah, I might give that a
This
9.
is the closest
I'm
at a
not-
9.5 for me.
That's
probably.
closest to a 10.
Yeah. The store pick at least.
It's fucking good.
I'd give it a 9.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Not
I'm
9.5.
I'm probably more in line with an 8.5 on that.
Wow.
We're not ranking double up though. We're not.
No, yeah.
We're not
Yeah.
doing,
Not doing that.
That's a whole nother video.
I want to
Sweet
give it a
bourbons.
different score if we ever do that, just to throw y'all off.
Just
They're
to keep
gonna
you
come
guessing.
for us. They're gonna be like,
Like
you said in
someone's
a
keeping
previous
track.
video.
On On November 30th, you said that this was a. No, I'm kidding.
Well, that's why we keep notes. We'd be like, yeah, let's make sure I don't.
Your dumbass said that this was. No, I'm kidding.
Which I want to go back through here and change that wild turkey score. For sure.
You're gonna go change a score live?
No, later.
What were
Not
you
live.
going to change it to?
A 10.
Well, you're gonna wait.
Just
which
for
one?
future, just for future reference.
The Kentucky Spirit.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's close. It's good.
So if it ever comes back up, I'm like, that's my 10. Because I don't have a 10 yet.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of it. I don't know if I'll ever have a 10.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah,
Sure.
probably.
We all will. It's not really wild turkey.
It's not Pappy. Well, the Pappy that I've tried, it's definitely not that one.
God, dude, I went to that place to eat, and they had them all sitting up there. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ask for the prices? Because I asked for the prices while I was there.
no, hell no. I told Jennifer, I was like, that's probably about 13 grand sitting up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Easily.
Probably.
Probably more than that. It might be 20 grand sitting up there.
Well, I know their most expensive one, the 25 year. I think it was the 25 year. Was what was it, like $350 a shot? For
Golly.
not even a 2 ounce pour. That was the 1 ounce pour
So that would cost you $700 for a real shot.
for a full shot.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Go buy the 10-year.
Yeah.
Take your $700 and buy you a 10-year.
Yeah. Buy you a full bottle of the 10 year.
But because I'm cheap, no matter how good the bourbon may be, I'm going to be like, it's not worth $700 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
It's
you
not
can
32 times
Be
better.
happy
than
with a $30 bottle.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's why we did this video, because this kind of runs a spectrum from $25 all the way to $120.
Yep.
you
It's a pretty good spectrum there.
When I know people that don't want to spend over 70 on a bottle, and they don't.
Yeah.
They stick
That's
right
fair
there.
though, because
Yeah, it
there's
is fair.
so much good bourbon under $70.
Yeah, so you
You
look
think
at
right here,
Yeah, I mean everything
everything
beside
under
Blue
that
Run,
is $70.
awesome quality, all the way
Amazing
down the line.
quality. So
And you didn't even get good store picks. You didn't break 70 for a store pick.
no, it was
on
60.
on the double oaked.
No. Wait, how much is the double oak normally? It was $10 more than the.
So it was 70.
It was 70.
But
No,
Still,
right
don't
there,
break
right
75?
there. Yeah.
If you're capped $70, you spend 75 or whatever
Yeah.
after tax. Like you're fine.
Yeah.
The tax is where they get you.
Yeah.
Taxation is theft.
Theft. Everybody together now.
Taxation is theft.
NASA needs money.
So everybody, thanks for coming.
Like and subscribe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're in a
Race.
competition to see who can get to 100 subs first. So
Coming for you. But,
We're-
well, no,
we're-
we're probably hopefully we're past it.
when we get the prize, we're gonna hang it up behind us.
Here's what we should do. We will pull from a name of the 100 subscribers and put one of them
Oh
up on the
yeah,
wall.
that's a good idea. We will pull from the name of 100 of the 100
so
subscribers.
be within the 100 and you might be
end
up on the wall.
And even if we get big, that name stays up there forever.
Yeah, Shadow tattooed the name on.
Oh wow.
Fuck it, I'll do it.
She'll do the tattoo.
I
I'll
have a
do it.
tattoo gun.
We'll do it
We'll
live.
make a video
I'll do that.
of me tattooing.
God, hopefully it's not
subscriber's
somebody
name.
lame, you know?
Like,
like BW.
Yeah, like that guy. If it's
I'm
that
just
guy,
kidding,
I'd
by
rather
the way.
get his face than his name.
like,
tattooed on me.
like
Well,
BBC
I'm not gonna nail
love.
his face.
No, do it bad.
Okay.
I'd be honest.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna do a little bit extra for the Patreons after this, I believe.
The Patreons. How old is he?